You've probably heard the stories. Some say poultry farming is a gold mine, a business that never fails because people will always eat eggs and chicken. Others claim it's a risky venture filled with unpredictable feed costs, market crashes, and disease outbreaks that can wipe out entire flocks overnight. So, what's the truth? Is poultry farming in 2025 still a smart move? Or is it a business that will drain your money faster than you can imagine? This isn't just another generic talk about farming. Today, we're breaking down the reality of poultry farming in 2025, what's changed, where the real money is, and the hidden risks no one talks about. By the end of this, you'll have a clear answer. Is it worth it or not? But before we get to the final verdict, let's start with the 3 fundamental factors that will ultimately determine whether starting a poultry farm in 2025 is a smart decision. These 3 factors work hand in hand. Ignore one, and the entire business could collapse. That's why it's crucial to consider all of them before making any decision. The first and most important factor is the market. Because no matter how passionate you are about farming, if there's no demand, there's no business. And in 2025, the poultry market is evolving in ways that might surprise you. Let's talk about the market. You might think, people will always eat chicken and eggs, right? True, but here's the twist. Just because people eat something doesn't mean farmers are always making profit from it. So, what's happening in 2025? The demand for poultry is still strong. With global populations growing and consumers looking for affordable, high-protein food sources, poultry has become the go-to option. In the United States, despite minor production slowdowns, poultry consumption remains steady. In the Middle East, demand is expected to rise by 4.6%, with countries like Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and the United Arab Emirates leading the growth. Meanwhile, Brazil is expanding its poultry exports, supplying both local and international markets as demand continues to climb. With increasing demand comes new opportunities for aspiring poultry farmers. Consumers are looking for affordable protein sources. And at the same time, the organic and free-range poultry market is growing. The expansion of e-commerce is also making it easier for farmers to sell directly to consumers, cutting out middlemen and increasing profits. In some countries, governments are stepping in with incentives and funding programs to support poultry farming, making it a more attractive business than ever before. But it's not just about how many people want chicken and eggs, it's about who controls the market and what's driving prices. Large poultry companies are expanding, big investors are jumping in, and small farmers, some are thriving, while others are struggling to keep up. Egg prices have seen some wild fluctuations in recent years. In some places, they've gone up, like in the United States, where a dozen eggs is now selling for over $5 as of March 2025. In other regions, prices have dropped due to market oversupply. And when it comes to meat, the broiler industry is facing intense competition. If you don't have the right market strategy, selling your chickens at a profit might not be as easy as you think. But here's where it gets interesting. There are hidden opportunities in the poultry business where small and medium-scale farmers can still make good money. The demand for free-range and organic eggs and meat is growing fast as more consumers look for healthier and ethically sourced options. Processed and packaged chicken is another booming sector, with ready-to-cook poultry products becoming increasingly popular. So yes, the poultry market in 2025 is still alive and kicking. In fact, it's expected to expand by 2.5 to 3%. But knowing there's demand is only part of the equation. The real question is, how much does it actually cost to start and run a profitable poultry farm? Because even the best market conditions won't help if your expenses eat up all your profits. Alright, let's get real. It's easy to get excited about poultry farming when you hear stories of people making thousands of dollars from eggs or meat. But what they don't always tell you is how much it actually costs to start and run a successful poultry farm and the challenges that come with it. Starting out isn't just about buying chickens and feeding them. There's housing, equipment, permits, electricity, water, labor, and let's not forget the biggest cost of all, feed. If you want to start in 2025, you need to consider whether you can access affordable, high-quality feed consistently. Feed prices remain a crucial factor in poultry farming, and as of 2025, global costs continue to fluctuate. However, there is some good news. Supply chains have expanded, with major feed producers increasing distribution networks, making quality poultry feed more accessible in both rural and urban areas. Local feed production is also on the rise as more farmers mix their own feeds using locally sourced ingredients such as maize, soybeans, and fish meal, reducing dependency on commercial feed. Additionally, online ordering is transforming the industry, with digital agriculture platforms enabling farmers to purchase feeds online and have them delivered directly to their farms, eliminating middlemen. Another significant advancement is the use of artificial intelligence-driven formulations by feed manufacturers to optimize nutrition based on different poultry breeds and growth stages. There is also a growing demand for probiotic and organic feeds, which not only promote healthier birds, but also enhance farm sustainability. According to the United States Department of Agriculture's Livestock and Poultry Outlook, feed prices are expected to decline in 2025, continuing a downward trend from previous years. For example, soybean meal prices are projected to average $310 per short ton in the 2024 to 2025 marketing year. Additionally, the global poultry feed market is set to grow from $240.4 billion in 2025 to $406.7 billion by 2035, reflecting an annual growth rate of 5.4%. While these trends suggest a potential reduction in feed costs, regional variations and unexpected events, such as disease outbreaks or supply chain disruptions, could still impact actual prices. Beyond feed, there are other key expenses to consider when starting a poultry farm in 2025, and understanding their availability is crucial. Housing is the first factor to think about. Proper housing is essential for the health and productivity of your birds. Fortunately, materials for constructing a chicken house are widely available, so this is not something you need to worry about. Next is equipment, including feeders, waterers, and other essential tools. These are common in most places, although in some regions they may not be as easily accessible. The good news is that if you can't find them locally, you can buy them online, often at a cheaper price. However, while the cost of the equipment may be low, shipping expenses can be high, especially in regions where delivery requires long distances. If you are looking to purchase poultry equipment online, check the links in the description to find affordable options. Vaccines and biosecurity measures are also critical. Diseases like Newcastle or bird flu can wipe out entire flocks overnight, so before you start, ensure that vaccines and disinfectants for biosecurity are readily available. Fortunately, in 2025, these are accessible both locally and online. Labor and utilities such as water, electricity, and workforce are essential considerations as well. Before starting, you need to factor in these costs. If electricity is not available in your area, a solar system can be a viable alternative to provide the necessary light for brooding and the laying periods for layers. Licensing and permits are another important factor. Depending on your country, you may need regulatory approvals, farm inspections, and business licenses to operate legally. Starting a poultry farm is one thing, but keeping it profitable is another. While some farmers are seeing impressive returns, others struggle to break even. Smart farmers are investing in efficiency by exploring alternative feeds, making bulk purchases, and improving farm management to reduce operational expenses. But costs and market conditions aren't the only challenges. What about risks? Poultry farming isn't just about raising birds and selling them, it's about surviving in a highly competitive, unpredictable industry. If you're not prepared for the risks, your farm could be in trouble before you even start making money. Here are the biggest challenges poultry farmers are facing in 2025. One viral infection, such as Newcastle disease, avian influenza, bird flu, or infectious bronchitis, can wipe out an entire flock in days. In some cases, government-imposed culling measures can leave farmers bankrupt. The good news is that most poultry diseases have vaccines and can be prevented with proper farm management. However, prevention requires investment in biosecurity measures, including strict sanitation and disinfection protocols, controlling farm access to prevent disease spread, and regular vaccinations along with continuous monitoring of bird health. As we have covered, feed is the biggest expense in poultry farming. Even though feed prices are projected to decline in 2025, unexpected price spikes can still cut into profits. Some farmers are tackling this issue by using alternative feed sources like insect protein, black soldier fly larvae, azolla, and fermented feed. Others are mixing their own feed with locally available ingredients or buying feed in bulk when prices are low to reduce long-term costs. You can adopt these strategies alongside commercial feeds to improve profitability. Large-scale poultry corporations and big investors are rapidly expanding their operations, making it increasingly difficult for small and medium-scale farmers to compete. Egg prices fluctuate based on supply and demand, leading to unpredictable profitability, while the broiler meat industry is dominated by large producers, creating intense competition. To remain profitable, small-scale farmers are turning to niche markets. Those specializing in organic eggs, free-range poultry, or specialty chicken products are achieving higher profit margins compared to farmers relying solely on commodity broilers or eggs. If you are looking for high-quality organic chicken feed at an affordable price, check the link in the description. Poultry farming is also facing stricter regulations in many regions. Stricter food safety laws, environmental policies, and trade restrictions are making it more challenging for small farmers to operate. In some countries, poultry farms must comply with specific biosecurity and environmental standards before they can sell their products. Additionally, import and export bans due to disease outbreaks can disrupt trade and lead to financial losses. To stay ahead, it's crucial to remain informed about local policies, join farming networks, and ensure your farm meets all regulatory requirements. Being proactive can help safeguard your business from fines or potential shutdowns. Unpredictable weather patterns, including heat waves, heavy rains, droughts, and storms, are becoming a serious challenge for poultry farmers. Why does this matter? Extreme heat leads to higher mortality rates in chickens, while heavy rains and humidity can increase disease outbreaks. Feed crops such as maize and soybeans are affected by droughts, leading to higher feed prices. To combat climate-related risks, farmers are investing in better housing and ventilation systems to protect birds from extreme heat and cold. They are also adopting rainwater harvesting and water-efficient farming methods to cope with drought conditions, as well as implementing sustainable farming practices to reduce environmental impact and improve long-term productivity. So, is poultry farming too risky? Like any business, poultry farming comes with risks, but the key to success is proper risk management. Farmers who prepare well can still make great profits despite these challenges. But after considering the market, costs, and risks, there is still one final question left. Do the profits outweigh the challenges? After everything we have covered, including market trends, startup costs, accessibility of feed and equipment, and the major risks, is poultry farming still a smart business to start in 2025? The answer is not a simple yes or no. It depends on how well you prepare. If you jump in blindly, thinking it is easy money, you will probably struggle. Many people fail in poultry farming not because the business itself is bad, but because they do not plan well and underestimate the challenges. On the other hand, smart and strategic farmers are still making serious money. What sets them apart is their deep understanding of their market. They do not just raise birds, they analyze demand, pricing trends, and competition. They manage costs efficiently, knowing that profit is not just about how much they sell, but how well they control expenses, especially feed costs. Instead of reacting to diseases, they prevent them by investing in biosecurity measures such as vaccines, sanitation, and smart farm technology. They also adapt to new trends, whether it is selling poultry online, using alternative feeds, or adopting automation to improve efficiency. Poultry farming is not dying, in fact, it is still growing. However, the way to make money is changing. The biggest opportunities in 2025 are in niche markets such as organic and free-range poultry, value-added products like ready-to-cook or pre-packaged chicken, and e-commerce sales that allow farmers to cut out middlemen and sell directly to consumers. If you do your research, plan your finances carefully, and manage risks effectively, poultry farming can still be a profitable business in 2025. Let me know what you think in the comments below. But before you go, if you're serious about starting a poultry farm, you need to see this. I built a cheap yet highly effective DIY chicken house, and I'm revealing exactly how I did it, step by step. Click the video on the screen to watch now. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. And if you found this video helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more poultry farming tips. Turn on the notification bell so you never miss a new upload. Click now and I'll see you there.